So Ryan, you had this fairly recent YouTube video, and you posted about it on Instagram about something like I failed at social media.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What was that about?
So it was actually I failed at YouTube. And so I've had a YouTube channel for 7 years, and I've always wanted to have this like YouTube following. I think YouTube's really cool.
Yeah.
And so I posted consistently, and it never really grew. Maybe I got to 1,000 subscribers, which is more than most, but it wasn't getting all the attention that I wanted until I did what I was supposed to. And I learned on YouTube, and I had stopped posting for about 6 months, and then I started posting again consistently. And by doing what I was supposed to within 3 months, within 3 weeks of doing what I was supposed to, I got monetized. And so I went from I needed, I think, 2,000 hours of watch time over 365 days. I got that within 3 weeks to get me over the 4,000 I needed, got monetized, and it kind of kept going from there.
Nice. So it's funny because we were, I want to get into some of the things you did, because I can tell you we focused almost exclusively on podcast from 2015 or 2016, whenever we started the show, up until the end of 2024, right? So we had YouTube.
And I think that's when I met you and was like, hey man, you should do YouTube with this.
Yeah,
you're already doing it.
And it was like, here's kind of a dumb thing, to be honest with you. I kind of thought we were, and I wasn't monitoring it, and I started to monitor it, and it was weird. It was almost like I call it like a zombie channel almost. We were posting to it, we weren't doing jack squat with it. The numbers on YouTube were nothing compared to the podcast. And I was like, what the hell? So we've made some massive tweaks, and now we're not at your numbers, but we are we're definitely our increase has been 5,000%. I mean, it's been a massive increase, but it's because we're doing little tweaks, little bitty tweaks. We can talk about some of the things we were doing. I'm really curious. I think your content is just amazing. You do framing really well with how to do the shots and stuff like that. And so
you want me to tell you what I did?
Yeah, I want to, because before you do though, because I don't think it's all about the quality of the video.
It's not.
I think it's other small things.
That's nothing of what I changed.
Okay, because that was what I asked you about. So let's hear.
I just have an expensive camera. I have the camera background. Obviously, I shoot videos for people, so that I knew wasn't the thing. The thing was, first off, the most important thing was, I call it a platypus channel. So my channel had a little bit on marketing. It had a little bit on videography. It had a little bit on camera gear review. So the algorithm doesn't know who to put this in front of, because it's for everybody. So I went super specific and said, this is for small business owners trying to grow and learn. And then I got even more niche and said, they're small business owners wanting to use social media for marketing. And then I only made content for that over and over and over again. So now they're like, I know who to post this. I know who to put this in front of. That was step one. Step two, it doesn't matter how good of your video is if nobody clicks it. So the title and thumbnail are so important. The packaging of it is the most important thing after you kind of figure out your niche and stick to it. You
figured out the niche, and then I guess, how do you convey that to YouTube to make sure that YouTube understands, other than the actual video, right? I'm talking about how do you indicate that to YouTube?
So you just do it over and over again, and you don't stray. But I found outliers. So I said, this other channel is like me. Every time they post a video like this, it's an outlier. It outperforms everything else around their channel. So that means it's good.
Yeah.
I should probably do that in my own words and use their, either it's the topic or the title or the thumbnail or all of the above, and try to figure out why that's an outlier for them and repackage it in my own words.
Well, how important is the description part of it?
None. I don't change the description now. The description for every video is exactly the same for me.
Really?
And Tiff and everyone I work with, it's always the same.
Is it like a call to action?
100%. So the first line.
You don't do any different? It's the exact same thing.
The description for me now, the first thing that you see is my lead magnet. The second thing you see is my paid option. And then I have some SEO filler below it. So it's like for Tiff, it's like Tiffany Weber is a real estate attorney in Mooresville, North
You're
Carolina.
pissing me off because I've always spent way too much time on the
I
description.
used to, and I stopped, and my numbers did not change. And I actually started getting more conversions of people getting my lead magnet.
So what's in your description?
That's it.
That's it.
So call to action for lead magnet, that's free. Call to action for buy my stuff, SEO filler, the end.
Is that like all the big channels are doing?
Mm-hmm. Go look at Alex Ramosey's. All of his description are exactly the same. Every single one. That's
Okay.
that. It's buy my books. Here's the free thing. Here's this. Here's a description about Alex's history and background. The end.